Hi, I'm Mitali. I'm mostly in the moment, and I'm glad you're here with me. We're going to be looking at the twin flame energies for the week of February 15th through the 21st. We're going to be looking at the divine feminines, the divine masculines, and the union energies. We're going to be looking at what's been happening in the past 3, 4, 5 days. We're going to be focusing on this 15th through the 21st of February. And then we're going to have a sneak peek of what's to come towards the end of February. If you're new to my channel, you can always subscribe for weekly twin flame energy readings. And if you'd like a personal reading from me, you can always email me. My information is below. I'd like to say thank you to all those that like, comment, subscribe, share, donate. It means so much to me, especially your kind words. It means everything. And I want to give a special thanks to all those that have been ordering a reading from me and giving me donations and, you know, just a positive energy donation in any form that is. It means so much to me, more than you'll ever know. And to all those that have ordered a reading from me already, you'll be receiving your reading by next week, and I will be emailing you later today, just to give you a little short, quick, positive energy for Valentine's Day, just to say thank you. With that said, I'd like to begin with what's been going on with the union energies in the past 3, 4, 5 days. The twin flames, what's been going on? What's been going on with the union energies? All right. Abundance. Heck yeah. We've been definitely feeling some sort of abundance, a flow of abundance, things changing in our careers, things changing in our money situations, in our home situations. I feel like a lot of people have taken up to cleaning out their homes, beautifying their homes, beautifying their bodies, taking care of their health, especially since if you've been in separation or haven't been in contact with your twin flame recently. Yeah, I'm getting no contact really. And even if you have been in separation, you know, you're not giving so much energy and effort into the connection right now. You're focusing on you. You're putting self-love, self-care in. And I feel like both twins are doing this. And it might have been a forced separation out of nowhere. You are no longer in contact or in so much communication. And even if you are in a relationship, you're taking a little bit of break to do a little bit, of you know, self-care. What's been going on with the masculines? How have they been feeling with the feminines during this time, the last 3, 4, 5 days before Valentine's Day, including Valentine's Day? It's not time. It's not yet. It's not yet time. They want to give the offer, but it's not time yet. They've been thinking about it. They've been feeling like at some point I'm going to offer this, but right now it's not the time. The 6 of Swords in reverse. I feel like they've been planning this. They've been planning how they might want to go about giving an offer to the feminine. If they were to, what they would do, what they would say. Should they go travel to the feminine? Should they plan a trip just in case they decide to later on and it's cheaper to buy tickets now? Or, you know, maybe I should just like, you know, buy tickets to a concert, you know, around that area so I have an excuse to go. You know, and if I check it out, then at least I have something else I'm doing instead. But feeling like, yeah, I'm not completely ready yet, but I want to at some point offer something to the divine feminine. I feel like the divine masses are really taking care of themselves right now because they feel like they're kind of out of sorts. They feel like, I feel like a lot of divine masses went through, we had 2 tower moments for them last reading. Dark night of the soul kind of moment, kind of being a lone wolf to figure out how to be a better person, how to be a better you, how to assimilate to a better 5D kind of world, to a higher existence of living. The divine masculines have been prepping themselves a lot for this union and just to be more spiritually evolved recently. Taking the time out to really finally do the work that needs to be done. Wrapping it up, moving forward, taking the first steps. The divine feminines, I feel like they've been kind of hit hard at some point recently in the past few days, past week, something hit hard really, and you might have been keeping it close to yourself. Like you might have been not showing others that you might have been kind of, you know, had this underlying sadness about how you felt about the masculine, how you felt about, you know, if you release the masculines, how it still kind of hurts a little bit, you know, and still kind of putting on a face to make sure that no one else sees how hurt you are, or, you know, that it's like, oh yeah, I can toughen up. It's not a big deal. I can deal with this. And maybe even like maybe lashing out randomly and be like, where is this energy coming from? Like I felt like I was done with this kind of energy, but randomly, I just felt triggered, and just for like a second, you know, feeling that, yeah, hurt because the reunion, all expectations were released, and there is some sort of sadness that goes along with that. It's like all the hopes and dreams, all the energy and effort you put into this connection, it's like, was it all for nothing? And let me tell you, it wasn't. There's good things coming. I feel it. I sense it. Even right now, I felt from yesterday to today, from the 13th to the 14th, there's this change in the air, some sort of happiness, some sort of warmth, there's a definite shift from even the 13th, 14th, and I feel like it's going to continue to get better as this month goes on. What the masculine has been thinking about in terms of the feminine, what they've been thinking about you. What have they been thinking about? Please, thank you, Spirit. I'm getting, they've been so busy, they haven't really been able to, yeah, they've been awakening. A lot of the masculines have been awakening to the point where they're like, I can't even think about, put all my energy and effort and thoughts into the feminine, because they are going through a huge awakening. And I mean like 11:11 in their faces all the time. I'm getting like signs of synchronicities, like animals coming up to them, like weird signs and symbols that they're like, this is weird. I saw this in my dream the other day. That's such a weird thing, weird coincidence. Like that can't be just a coincidence. So like a hardcore awakening for the masculines. And I've been seeing this in a lot of my personal readings and just in the general readings, and that the masculines, that's what the Tower moment, that's what the Dark Night of the Soul moment was for. That's why you guys went into separation recently, or even more so recently, because the masculines had to go through some sort of awakening. And this is also the masculines in you, feminines. You're also ascending to the next level. You're also prepping and taking in these energies that are coming in. Yeah, they're like, they're taking in what they've learned, what they've experienced recently. You know, they're taking what they learned and putting it to use, I'm getting. I feel like recently they knew what was right. They knew the right thing to do, but they weren't doing it, you know? And I felt like, you know, in the past, I feel like because they were jaded, I feel like because of a lot of Tower moments, a lot of the Dark Night of the Soul moments recently, which was prepping the masculine slowly and surely, but like this last one was a final one that they needed, the final push that they needed to be like, okay, I get it, Spirit. I'm going to incorporate these spiritual lessons I learned into my physical reality. I feel like they're even stepping away from materialistic things, not spending too much money, maybe spending more time alone, or if they're spending time with people, talking about more woke or red pill kind of topics. Wow. Hello, Miss Feminine over here is mirroring hardcore, thinking about their spiritual journey, their spiritual lessons, and taking in the energies and using it for your highest and best goods. The feminines are trusting the universe that there's some sort of spiritual path that you and your divine masculine are on. And, you know, eventually that connection is going to be stronger than it was before. That's why the separation needs to happen, so you guys come back stronger and better and ready and more prepped than before to have a new kind of connection this time around, not like what it was like before. And the divine feminists are also, they're like, hey, we're not just like sitting around thinking about you, divine masculines. We have things going on too. We're doing our spiritual work. We're focusing on the things that make us happy, and you know, maybe doing the self-care, self-love practices that is recommended for everybody to keep your vibes high, especially around now when we're getting like a lot of beautiful energies in. It's going to manifest like really soon. Beautiful springtime. With the masculine, the actions, masculine's actions. Wow. I feel like what the feminine has said before, the connection, the energy, the messages that the feminine has been giving, whether it's energetically, physically, or both, was taken in, and now the masculines are resting on a little bit. They took it in, they thought about it. It's like what she was saying, what he was saying, is it true? Like, am I really this kind of person? Do I really have to, you know, step up my game? Am I not living up to my highest potential? Was I doing the bare minimum in this connection? Was I missing something? Did I have to seriously do my spiritual work? And then, so they listened to you, they took it in, and then they put it away for now because they're listening to now their own intuition. I feel like the masculines are now open to their higher selves, their spirit guides, to the universe, to God, whatever, to their angels, whatever you believe in. But they open themselves up to their divine connection. So they're now taking now they're taking time to listen to their own guidance. And their own guidance is saying right now isn't the time to communicate about what's going on here with the feminine, but they're on the same page as you now. They're on the same page as you now. They balanced you out in terms of energy, in terms of the spiritual work. They finished it as well as the feminine. They finished that part, that lesson that needed to be done. That the separation was supposed to achieve. That's being achieved recently, and it's being achieved now. So, and one of their guidance is like, right now is not the time, you know, I want to come back correct, but I am fixing myself. And I feel like I'm doing a good job of it. Good job, masculines. You are doing a great job. The feminines, what's been going on with their action space towards the masculines? What's been going on with the feminines' physical energies? Wow. Okay. Okay, so I've been getting... They've been waiting for communication, but I feel like they've been indirectly communicating with the divine masculines. This could be energetically, this could be telepathically, this could be through like social media or some sort of platform where it's not directly to the person, but like where everyone can see. Wow, because the divine is coming out of hermit mode. The divine is not waiting around for the masculines to come to them. I feel like the feminines are like, I'm not going to sit around and be bored. I'm going to be doing some stuff, you know. I feel ready. I feel prepped. I feel like I should be doing a lot of things to align to my destiny. And I feel like sitting around and waiting for the masculine isn't part of that. That's not going to bring everything else that I've been manifesting to me. That's just going to bring that one thing, the masculine, you know, and I'm going to expect him to bring everything with him, like the soul mission, like the other positive abundance, like my passions, like he's going to help me with my passions. Like, I get it. Like the twin is there to help, you know, they have other benefits than just like triggering each other and helping you guys grow spiritually. You guys have similar interests. You guys have similar passions, and you have the ability to help and heal each other. But also the feminine is like, you know, I have other passions besides just romantic love, you know. Although that is one of the greatest passions you can have, it's like not the only one, you know. Not the only one. Okay, so what's going on this week, the 15th through the 21st of February? What is the union energy like here? Wow. Wow. The Three of Swords. This is clarification. even in the last few days, we get one card for each energy, except for the feminines' physical energy. The feminines are on the move. The feminines are in action mode. I feel like the feminines are manifesting their soul mission, their positive abundance. Okay, so we get the Magicians and the Page of Wands. I'm getting there's a change in the air. It's like enough is enough. I'm moving forward with this connection. Whatever that means to you. So I'm getting like, there was a time when you guys both dreamt of what this connection could be in the physical. And you guys imagine working together. You guys imagine having this amazing relationship, and maybe even like combining families, combining friends, combining community, working on similar hobbies together, being around each other while each person can follow their own passions and interests. But I feel like enough is enough. And I feel like something is triggered to start some sort of growth in this connection. I almost said communication. Did you hear that? Something starts in this connection. It's like enough is enough. Like I'm done with this like underlying sadness of not having you here with me. And justice falls on your lap. Justice falls on your lap. I feel like, oh my goodness. We get something handed to us from the divine. There's divine protection around these beautiful divine partnerships between these beautiful souls, the connection in the energetic realm and in the physical realm. And I feel like something is being handed to the twin flames right now that's going to allow you to communicate creatively, express yourself, so you can grow. I feel like it's time. It's time. I feel like it might be triggering what you hear from your twin flame. It's going to be a little bit triggering, but that's what needed to happen. Some sort of truth needed to come out, some sort of how you felt about the other person or what went on in the past. Something that's done to balance out the relationship, or this is what I did behind the scenes to balance out this connection that manifests this connection again. So I'm feeling like right now in this week, it's something little that's kind of, you know, you can view it as something that's a little bit sad or painful, but that's the thing that needed to be said. That's the thing that needed to be heard. That's the change that needed to happen to balance things out, to start something new, to realize what was unbalanced in this connection and to work on it. So that's something comes out that's like a little bit uneasy, something that like, you might have been like, I kind of saw this happening, I knew this kind of might have been happening, or kind of was going on, and might have been in the back of your head, but it needs to be said to the twin. It needed to be said to the twin. I'm getting, let's see, might be physical for a lot of you, but it might be also through like the dream state or something, telepathically. But I feel like for a lot of you it might be in the physical. How the divine masculine feels like, they feel like they're unburdening themselves from a lot of attachments that they've been holding on to. Again, this is with the divine masculines have been having a lot struggle with where they work, how they make their money, what they do outside of work, their daily routine. I feel like they're just so out of it. They're like, I need to get things straight. Like I feel like I'm holding up some stuff from the past that are like literally like chipping away at me, like, you know, slowly. Like, I need to get rid of them before, like, they chiseled my entire, like, they chiseled me to death, you know, like, death by 100 paper cuts right here. Like, you know, I need to get rid of these things. Like, I need to get rid of these papers. Like, yeah, they're really with that in terms of this connection. They're doing this for the connection. They want to be, they're prepping, they're getting ready for this connection. I feel like physically, I feel like that a lot of masculines are physically maybe cleaning out their storage unit, clearing out their basements, clearing out their attics, clearing out their, you know, junk, whatever, you know, even clearing out the apps on their phones, clearing out, you know, people in their lives, clearing out their desk, clearing out, you know, like clearing out a lot of things, clearing out their ears, you know, like so they can hear better. Like, I don't know, just like clearing out their diets. I feel like there's a lot of clearing out that the masculines are doing. Like, and it's like, see how so it's in the energetic and spiritual and emotional, and now it's coming through into the physical. They're physically clearing out. Like, if you have a lot of shoes, a lot of hats that you don't wear, you're clearing those out, you know, and for this connection, so they can feel like, yeah, I'm ready to do more things. I'm ready to be a better version of myself. For the feminines, I feel like, there we go, the Page of Wands again. I feel like the feminines are ready for this new adventure. They're excited. They're feeling this. They're feeling, wow, the Knight of Cups. I feel like they don't see this. They don't see some sort of message of love coming, and it just like surprises you, divine feminines. And that's why I'm saying, like, this is like taken with a grain of salt. Whatever message is relayed between the twin flames is taken with a grain of salt, because it was like kind of what was necessary to start the connection in the physical, like in a fresh new start, and in a way that's more evolved from what you guys last had. So I'm guessing the feminines are taking this as a positive thing, which you should, divine feminines, because it's like it's a sign that things are moving in a positive direction. It's a sign that, like, yes, things are happening, that you aren't crazy, that this everything that you did up till now was for the highest and best good of the connection. Divine masculines, what have they been thinking about the feminines from the 15th to the 21st, please? Thank you, Spirit. Ooh. They are woke. They are waking up. They are getting out of bed. They are doing their work. They are getting to it. They're realizing a lot of the higher kind of perspective topics, higher perspective that the divine feminine was talking about, topics of like spirituality or a philosophy or, you know, just like woke topics. Wow. The divine masculines waking up to their divine masculine power. They know it now. They get it now. They're like, oh, this is what I need to do to be my best self. Like, I already am enough, and I already am very powerful. I just gotta show it now. I just gotta be it. You know, I feel like the divine masculines, like, and divine feminists too, they're getting a lot of powerful masculine energies within you, divine feminines. That you're like, yeah, I'm powerful. I am enough, and I can prove it. Like, here we go. You know. This is a good sign, divine feminines. The divine masculines are stepping up. They're stepping into their beautiful power. Amazing, powerful. There we go, divine feminines. New start, because you are picking up on the divine masculine's power. The divine masculine's like, I'm ready now. I'm ready to go. I'm in my power. I'm going. I'm doing this. And the divine feminine feels like it's time. It's a new start. It's the beginning. I felt it. I felt it towards the end of February, going into March, even in the March. The spring equinox, like even March 1st, oh man, starting even now, end of February, it's like beautiful, beautiful energies. Am I picking up all of these? Okay. Yeah. Okay. First of all, hello, the Judgment card and the World card with the Fool card, these go in order. These are major arcana. you know, wrapping things up to start the new beginning. Literally, you make the judgment card, you review, you know, what your experience is, your past cycle, your past few cycles, your past many cycles, and then finally something major kind of here, major wraps up. And I've been saying this a lot, that like a lot of people assume that because you're ending a cycle and beginning a new one that they're like separate, but there's a period of time where ending a cycle and beginning a new one overlaps. And this is what this is showing, is that we're finally in the new start. We've finally been wrapping up this last bit, and I've been telling everyone since for the past like week that I've been getting things like in my dreams where I finish off little bits of karma in my dream, like, oh, I wish I told this person years ago this thing, it probably would have helped them out. I imagined saying it in my dream, and I'm like, wow, I'm literally that, like few things like that. So you're literally finishing up this last bits of healing, spiritual work, purging, karma that you need to in order to successfully move forward in this new cycle. And it's very exciting. You guys feel the energy. You know that towards the end of February into the beginning of March, it's like we're really coming into this energy, and then we're going to really feel it in the March equinox, the spring equinox, successfully, positively moving forward, sharing your energy, getting that energy back. 6 is a number of, you know, cooperation, harmony, compassion, moving into a more compassionate life. I'm saying this is like a major, like, shift. Like, you literally are moving into a whole new world, twin flames, a whole new world. I'm not even kidding. This is like a whole new world. That song from the Aladdin, from Aladdin. Literally moving into a whole new world. Okay, the divine masculine's actions towards the feminine this week, the 15th to the 21st, please and thank you, Spirit. Pure divine white light, I channel my higher self. Wow. Are you kidding me? The world card, the new world is here. The whole new world. The masculines are definitely wrapping things up. Any last thing, they're literally getting pushed from the divine. They already did recently in the past like week. Good like swift kick in the butt from the divine to be like, let's go for those divine masculines that are like haven't been doing their spiritual work. But a lot of masculines have been. A lot of masculines are literally wrapping up the last minute things and are wrapping up the last minute things to start the new cycle. They already started the new cycle, but they're doing those things in the physical, making those actions happen. In terms of this connection, the masculines are buying things, planning things. Look at the High Priestess. They are literally, they know what they have to do now, and they're doing it. They're buying things, they're planning things out, you know, they're writing things on their calendar, they're like writing things in their notebook, like, you know, I have to get this for her or him, like I have to make sure this aligns with this, like, you know, like I have to get this done before I meet them, like I have to, you know, make sure that like I sort through this issue and it never comes up again, so because I don't want to upset them, or you know, like I need to move my home before I reach out to them, and this is in the works, I already put down the down payment, or you know, like just they're literally doing the work, they're literally finishing up and putting in action to come towards you, divine feminines. Right now, this is what's happening. No lie, this is crazy. I'm loving this. Okay. Divine feminines actions towards the masculines. Feeling like I'm not gonna wait for the masculines to start this project. I feel like the divine feminines are already starting in their soul mission, or this new passion project, or some sort of new job, or some sort of new thing that you're hoping to work with the masculine with, starting it, or in the future, and you're like, I'm not going to wait for them, I'm going to start this now. And that is actually, divine feminines, what brings in the union faster. When you start this passion project, when you start this soul mission, when you start doing you, and then your masculine will come in and join you right there on your beautiful spiritual project. Okay. Yeah, I feel like Divine Feminine again, the Hermit came out again, like going back and forth between, you know, it's like, oh yeah, I'm ready to be more vocal about my spiritual ideas, more sociable, hanging out with people so I could meet more like-minded individuals. But I'm also taking time to, like, you know, be by myself sometimes, you know, pamper myself, do things I want to do. So the feminines are going back and forth from doing that. Wow. So what's coming up in the last week of February for the twin flames? Wow. Some sort of looking back. Some change that occurs from looking back. I feel like this kind of energy continues, where both the twins look back at what happened in the connection, or what might happen during separation, or what could have happened in your own individual lives that you might want to open up about in your past before you guys even met. Something along this line. I'm feeling like, you know, it's not a big deal to connection anymore, but it's a truth that has to be said. Yeah, the Divine Masculines are feeling are feeling good next week. A lot of wishes being granted in terms of your emotions. I feel like the Masculines are getting some sort of positive feedback from the Divine Feminines at this point. I mean, I think it might be like, not pity, but like forgiveness. They're getting forgiveness. They're feeling a little bit of forgiveness from the feminine. And they're like, I want that more than sex with them. I want their forgiveness more than sex. Like that's really how important it is. The Divine Feminines, they feel it. All right, this connection is starting up now. There's something in the works. I feel like the Divine Masculines are, you know, laying down some hints, and I'm picking them up. I'm picking up these hints. Like, I get it now. Like, something is in the works for sure. It's driving you a little bit crazy because of what they said. What one twin might have opened up and told the other twin about something in the past. It's kind of a difficult situation to deal with, but I feel like the feminists are trying to deal with it alone and trying not to make it seem like as big of a deal as it is, and they're realizing that they have to go in within themselves to deal with this situation that's been opened up and told to them. No, if it isn't you, it's the other twin. So this can go either ways because we have both feminine and masculine energies within us. Okay, with the masculines. Okay, so the masculines are going to be thinking about union. The masculines are thinking about union. And the feminists are thinking about how both parties here, both the feminine and masculines, have changed completely since the last time they've connected. And how they're going to take this as see this energy is flowing through into the next week, how they're going to take this as like a positive change that they're trying, at least. They're trying to work through changing who they were from the past and moving from this. Both the feminine and masculines are going to try to move past whatever this situation is. And the masculines are like, it's almost here. It's almost here, like full union, full fresh start. I'm thinking about it. They're thinking about it. They're working on it. And it's just, yeah. The feminists are going to feel some sort of actionable win, like a good physical win from the situation. And the masculines are going to feel good, that they don't feel like they're going to ever feel left out in the cold in terms of this offer. They're going to feel like their offer was well received and they're not going to be kicked out this time. They're not going to be kicked out this time. Yeah. The feminines do feel some sort of kind of win coming up and towards the end of February, even in this week. Even though we're still dealing with some sort of, oh, I wish things went differently. I wish this thing didn't happen. But still, feminines, hello. We get some sort of victory. We get some sort of offer and love. And you guys both recognize it. The masculines are even feeling good that their offer is being received well, that they're thinking about coming into reunion better, like officially soon in a fresh, new, stronger, powerful way. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that reading. I wish you so much love and light, and I wish you would stay with me, mostly in the moment.